Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. This is for the week of February 25th, 2020. The current character challenge is Earth 2 Hawkgirl. That's a 1 week repeat. The required characters for that are Flash, Solomon Grundy, and Green Lantern, who you can all get at bronze. So you can buy them directly in the store, which means that, you could be a pretty new player and still be able to complete this challenge as long as you had everybody else level up high enough. It's more about having high enough stats and not having the requirements. The passive is Concussive Blow, which is each special and combo ender has a 30% chance to stun an opponent. Hawkgirl deals 100% more damage against stunned opponents and an additional 25% for each Earth 2 teammate. She's got 1400 attack, 1300 health, and was last available in October of 2019.
Yeah. Good high stats, for sure. Stun on... So the passive is sort of almost like three things, right? Because you got the stun on combo ender, stun on special, and then the extra damage. Well, actually, almost four things. Extra damage against stunned opponents that's boosted even more with each Earth 2 teammate. Mm-hmm. So stun on combo ender is okay, but not great. If unblocked, you can get a combo ender about half the time. So you're only stunning on 30% about half the time, which is 15% of the time on a tap combo.
Yeah, which is not that useful.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, by the time on a 50% odds, you'd have their health whittled down a decent amount before you ever stunned them.
Yeah. Getting it on specials is great. 30% is decent. The fact that it stacks with her chance of stun on special one independently, it makes it better. And it's still better than, say, the other Hawkgirl skins, right? Where they only have the built-in passive built-in special ones done without the passive. And the boosted damage against stunned opponents is pretty great, actually, because it's synergistic, right, with the other bits where she can stun people, and then she does more damage against them. And it's about half the damage boost she'd get with Cloak of Destiny or Necron Scythe. And even more with a full Earth 2 team, right? Mm-hmm. And I think if you're using her, I think teaming her with Earth 2 Flash is great for the chance to stun on tag-ins too. And with Cloak and Necron, right, two more gears, then a full team of Earth 2 teammates has boosted stun damage, chance to stun everybody, and even if that person doesn't stun, you can swap them out, because I think probably Hawkgirl's going to have the highest chance of stunning, and it's not a bad thing. It's definitely fun to play with.
Mm-hmm. So there we go. This week's multiplayer award is Ares, and his passive is To the Death, which is when Ares performs the Smack special. It shocks opponents, causing them to lose the ability to block for a limited time. And that's not just actually causing them to block after the special. It doesn't read like that, but it also works as an unblockable special by itself.
Right.
He's got 1200 attack and 900 health, and he was last available in August of 2020. We are back on cycle, it looks like, for the online multiplayer, so we should expect Master's Death Card next week.
Right. Stats are pretty low for a multiplayer exclusive, but that's understandable because he was one of the first multiplayer rewards. Yeah. And it's weighted towards the damage, so the damage is not particularly low. He's had so many breakthrough seasons, right? So it's pretty common to see him at Elite 10. There's not an issue. I mean, we've been playing the game long enough. I feel like there's been enough MP seasons. I don't even know we need to say that anymore, because pretty much every MP character reward is enough to be Elite 10 now. Mm-hmm. So the Godsmack is unblockable. But the interesting thing is that if you do block when he does it, even though it doesn't do the reduced damage, it reduces the chance of it being a crit hit. Mm-hmm. So it may not do enough to knock you out, actually, because it didn't used to be like that. I think originally it would just you get a critical hit most of the time anyways.
Yeah.
And the second part of the passive makes him a perfect teammate for Batgirl. And it's not news. I mean, we said this over, and I'm not sure that anything really changes about this, right? She gives him second bar power, so he gets 2 bars if you give him Tantu Totem. If his special 2 doesn't knock someone out, she tags in for an unblocked Cloak of Destiny, League of Assassins Knives special 1 that does a ton of damage and splash damage. Mm-hmm. That's great. I mean, he used to be amazing. He used to have, we've got a few videos and we'll link to the playlist, but he used to be great in really super fast multiplayer fights. But the main counter against him is a revive. So the passive almost takes that into account, right? If you don't knock, if he's not, whoever he's attacking with a special 2, if they're not knocked out, there's still an effect. Mm-hmm. They can't block.
Yeah.
Now, back in the day, 1 revive was not unusual, not uncommon with the 4th World gear set, right?
Yeah.
And Batgirl 1 could take care of the rest of the team when she comes in when the opponent's revived. But now there's just so many people that have revives. Mm-hmm. I mean, never actually Containment Doomsday. I don't know why I didn't think of that the last time we did this. Containment Doomsday is a great counter to Ares Godsmack.
Yeah, you just don't see him.
Yeah, that's right. Pickle Suit Doomsday. So you got Blackest Night Hawkgirl team, you got Necron Scythe, and Blackest Night Flash with a bunch of multiple revives, right?
Yeah.
So I guess there's different approaches that you can use. He's still not nearly as fast as he used to be. There's only 2 gears that give power on tagging, which is Tantu Totems and probably next week's Master's Death card. So give him both, so that if someone survives the first tag in, he can try with his next tag in. Or if you could give him only 1, but then give Master's Death card to Batgirl, then you can do like a tag team swap in and out. I mean, this is part of the problem, right? When it was a really godly kind of guy, his special 2 was enough. Mm-hmm. Now, when people are surviving it just takes a bit more work to build up the second special 2 bars of power.
Yeah, and his lack of health means that it's more important to be able to deal with people quickly.
Right. I guess the other, besides a revive, Gaslight Batman 2 is a counter because Gaslight Batman prevents you from getting power on your Master's Death card if you have it.
Yeah. So there we go. And we've done a lot of teams with him, so we're actually going to link a playlist of teams that use Ares. But moving on to the store, we have the character bundle Woman of Power for $26.99 Canadian, and that comes with New 52 Wonder Woman and Arkham Knight Harley Quinn. Yeah. We also have the Blackest Night Martian Manhunter Challenge Pack for 200,000 credits, which gives you a 6.16% chance instead of a 2.86% chance of getting Blackest Night Martian Manhunter, which, we mentioned this a bunch of times before. It's not worth it. It's just so much more expensive proportionally for such a small increase in chance. So, even if you only want specifically Blackest Night Martian Manhunter and nobody else, it's just so much pricier. I don't think it's a good deal for anybody unless you're in the circumstance where that's the only character that you want for the challenge pack,
right? Which
I can't imagine ever happening.
Right, and if you need some of the other guys, I mean, buying 3 for the price of 4, you could spend the same 600,000 credits and get 3 packs or 4 packs. Yeah. It seems like a no-brainer to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's not worth it, but it's maybe included in next week's challenge. Right. We also, in our Survivor, have the Suicide Squad Companion Gear set until the 10th of March, 2021. Mm. Phantom Zone has 1 more week left. Fight 62 is still broken, as always. Last weekend's breakthrough was Zatanna, Flash, and Solomon Grundy. So this coming weekend's is probably Raven, Superman, and the Arkham Knight.
Right. Moving on to current glitches. Just reminder. I was going to say, just a reminder, and I was going to try to blend the words together. It didn't work. Reminder that every working glitch is explained in a video tutorial as part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video. We're Android only, and we're Android 9 only. So we can only confirm these glitches for Android 9. But we've got some comments later on from viewers regarding iOS and Android 10 for certain of the glitches.
Yeah, and I think Android 11 is out now.
Is it?
I think so.
I feel old.
So anyway, starting with the significant not working glitches, which is stuff that used to work or stuff that you might be looking for that we can't help you with. There's nothing for credits that we can help you with. There is a glitch for credits that we're not willing to endorse. We talk about why in Season 6, Episode 9 of our P&Q and C and A&T. You can find out the glitch if you really want to, but we're not putting your name behind it.
Yeah. Glitch for getting repeated past multiplayer season rewards is not working. Glitch for getting early rewards is not working in an exploitable way. And there is no glitch to get through Phantom Zone quickly, but there are lots of strategies. We've got some strategy videos up on our channel if you want to look.
Mm-hmm. Moving on to the working glitches, the glitch to let you play Phantom Zone repeatedly is still working, as well as the challenge reset method that requires Google Play Cloud Save. That's also still working. We've confirmed that on the Earth 2 Hawkgirl challenge. And just a reminder that the challenge reset can remove Phantom Zone progress and vice versa. So if you have progress in one that you don't want to reset, don't reset the other, or you'll end up with them both wiped.
You'll end up sad.
Yeah. If you're on Android 10 and you have to re-download more than a gigabyte every time you clear your app data, there's a possible solution that we have in the description from Tanmay Kakde that just requires you to have that space on storage somewhere instead of needing to use it on Wi-Fi or data every time.
Right. And in our description, we've got a comment from viewer Jonathan Yang that we cut and pasted there on how to reset the challenge for an iOS device.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The breakthrough glitch that you play it repeatedly is still working.
The airplane mode / refund glitch is still working. Good for both packs with random drops and last laugh tickets. Not in Phantom Zone for us because Phantom Zone requires a internet connection. And we've been getting a few more comments lately about how there's a different way to do it without clearing app data. And I think the real danger of that is account bleeding. Mm-hmm. So just keep that in mind.
So there we go. Time shifting still works in Android for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. As always, return your clock back to normal before you finish so you don't have weird stuff with like scripted time events like challenges and stuff not showing up at the right time.
Yep. Okay.
And last but not least, in between not working and working glitches, we have the promotion glitch where you can promote characters that are still locked. And we say you can, but you haven't been able to for a very long time. No. And that's just because the conditions aren't right, but it's never been tested and failed. So we keep it there just in case and just because, even though at this point it's very unlikely that it's going to come up.
Yeah, when it was still working, it's not even like the conditions were there all the time anyways. So when it was working, that wasn't working all the time then. We just times that it's not.
Yeah, it's definitely not working all the time now.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's all of our content. We'd like to give a huge thank you to everybody who supports us on Patreon.
And that would be Consul Peasant and Edwoon at the top tier last word. Mohammed Albshaiti, the Euro Message Here tier. Shawn, Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Maule, Michael DeVries, Brandon C., Irvin Ruiz, and Eddydoo at the credited level. And Chris Wolff, Scarlet Dani, Awesomegamer 2-for-1, Pavu RS, Gavin Mallott, and Isfar E at the gratitude level.
There we go. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Komoda.